Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dion and I appreciate you being here. Replay crew, I appreciate you. Those who circled back to see what you missed, I appreciate that as well. City Beauty Plumping Lip Oil. I'm going to go ahead and let me show you what we're using today. And then, that was too much. Too much. We're going to be using today, both of these are from Notoriously Morbid, the Spellcast beauty side of the brand. I do have a 15% off code down below. We're going to be using Neon Garden. And I will hold them both up together because one is going to be on one eye and one is on the other eye. This is another beauty face-off, but I think once we get into the mattes, it'll be easy to tell which is which. This is Neon Garden, and this one is Garden Grunge. And I had to get it because Grunge was in the title. You know what I'm saying? And so you can see some of the metallics, they do look the same. The two reds, the two greens, maybe the blue somewhat, but the mattes are completely different except for this pink, or you can line it up with this pink. So this is what we're using today. And as usual, you're going to be guessing which eye is which eye. We are going to use all the metallics. I believe I'm looking at this one and I'm thinking it's a dual chrome, but I'm really not sure because it looks like there's either some green or purple in there. But we're gonna do all the, hey KK, we're doing another beauty face off. When we get to the mattes, I'm sure we'll be able to tell which is what. This is Neon Garden and this is Garden Grunge because the metallics look very similar, but the mattes not, except for the pink. And so, how you been? I've been catching some of your live streams. I have been horrible with leaving comments because I'll be watching you on a big screen because you're a superstar. I'm like, I gotta see her on a big screen. So I'm gonna do the intro as I do my brows. And this is just for replay crew mostly. Hello again and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? The crazy, knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Use whatever tool, technique, and products you want to use to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that is the motto. And sometimes people do still ask me, like, what is the Crazy Troll Nation? That's what it is. You've been fine? Today was a rough day. I'm glad you've been doing good. You're welcome. Today was a rough day because my electric bill came today. And it's been outrageous for like the last few months. I've been here since, next door. I moved next door, like literally, into the apartment right next door in 2012, and then I downsized in 2014 to the one I'm in now. And my electric bill, even in the winter, has never been over like $140. The last few months, my electric bill has been like close to $300, and I'm just like, make it make sense. Hello, hi Latifah, how are you? Thank you. And so I was just like having a few moments, like, make it make sense. Because I don't even run the heat on high. Like, I keep it where it's just comfortable and I layer up and all of that. And so it was just a shock because I'm just like, why the hell is my bill almost $300? And it's only me here. And so I don't feel like I even use that much electricity. So just trying to, yeah. So my neighbor suggested I go to the office to see. Really? You're in a house though, right? I'm in a 740 square foot apartment. 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. Love your character. Thank you. Hey, Janessa. So I'm just like, why? And so, and I'm cool. I'm really cool with my neighbor. She's in a 2 bedroom, 2 bath. Her bill is like $130. So why is mine this month $286.23? Make it make sense. And so she suggested I go to the office and see, well, not to see, but to request maintenance, come and check my thermostat to make sure that is running properly, because when winter first came in, my heater wasn't even working. So they had to go get a part. You're in the house. Yeah, I think I remember. Yeah, you were saying that. And I don't know if it was a short or something. You were saying that. It was running on auxiliary. And so when the guy came, he was like, the fan isn't even on. He's like, your heater, the heat, it's not even working. So he had to get a part and he fixed it. And so it wasn't even so after that when I started using the heat, because it wasn't working. And so hopefully it is something wrong with the thermostat itself or something, because I don't know. And I've been looking at the bill every month, seeing like, how different the numbers are as far as price, because I thought maybe prices were going up. But it looks like, though, just the cost of electricity over the last few months have gone up. And I'm nocturnal, so I'm up in the middle of the night. I usually get up around 5 or 6 in the afternoon, and I'm up till like 4 the next morning. And so, hey, Hannah, how are you? And that's when it's the coldest. But still, I'll keep my heat between 69 and 71. So I just don't understand. They did change the filters. They changed the filters actually twice a year. In the spring and then like at the end of fall. And so it just doesn't make sense. And that's what was bothering me, because my mind wants to understand things, and this makes no sense at all. None at all. And when my neighbors are telling me what their bill is, because I'm like, is your bill wacky? They're like, no, it's such and such. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a little bit of space I have compared to theirs. Yeah, so so I signed up for budget billing for right now until they figure out whatever's happening or come check it. And I'm talking about my electric bill. Yeah, Kate was asking how I was doing, so this is on how I was doing today. And I didn't mean to come here and talk about my electric bill, but that's how I've been doing today. But yes, it's just been a day. I was just shocked, to say the least. So we're doing another beauty battle today. I already did the intro, so after I halfway finished my brows, we're going to jump into this look. And I didn't do any of my base face at all. And how are you doing, Hannah? Excuse me, heard that in my throat. Oh, I forgot to mention, hey Janet, 2 tidbits about me. One is I curse because sometimes I curse, and the second thing is there's an organism named Bruce that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches, and I try to be aware of it to say excuse me, because he's just rude. He is just rude. You run the same temp because you like cooler temperatures, but I consider that I use a ton of electricity, water, and yeah, and we only pay electric here, but everything's electric. The heat's electric. Running the hot water is electric. Of course, the lights. But again, it's only just me, so it's like I'm not using a lot of stuff, and it might only be 2 lights on at any given time, well, except when I'm here, because then the kitchen light is on, and then these lights here. But then after this, these lights will go off, and I'll just turn. After I cook, I'll turn off the kitchen light, so just this light is on. So it's only like, thank you, Lulu. So it's only just one light that's on, and so I'm just like, why is my bill like that? Like, that doesn't make any sense. And as long as I've lived here, it has never been like that. I'm like a diva, you think so? Well, thank you. I am supposed to work tomorrow night at an event. I shouldn't say supposed to. I am working tomorrow night at an event. So that should be fun. I'm doing makeup. When I'm doing this, I'm looking at my brows from far away. Well, not from far away, but it's further than this mirror that I'm looking at over here. I think we're going to leave them like this. We don't go for perfection here. We go for, yeah, it's all right. That's what we go for here. I actually work harder on clients than I do on, excuse Bruce, than my own makeup. So these are the 2 palettes that we're using. I'll show these again, and then we'll do the base face and jump into these shadows. And I'll try and breeze through the base face after dark. Hey, after. Oh, I missed. Wait, did I miss somebody? Hey, After Dark, how are you? You know, and I saw your comment, but I didn't look to see who said it. And that's a habit I need to get out of, because I'll read a comment or look at it and respond to it. And then I won't see who said it. Yeah, so when I go to sleep, I put it on 65 because I'm going to be under covers. And then when I get up, I'll put it on 67. And then if I'm still chilly, I'll put it on 69. But I don't go over 71. And even running it on 71, when I put it down to 65, it'll still stay 71 for a long time. So this is Neon Garden. This is Garden Grunge. We're going to put one on one eye and one on the other eye. We are going to use all the metallics. Those are the most similar. I just need to figure out like where we're going to put them, because we have this bright pink and then this one. And on this side, we have like this grungy, well, this is the Garden Grunge palette. This grungy green and then a green and then a blue. And so we'll see what it's going to look like. A while ago, Tanya, channel members here get to make requests. And something Tanya said a while ago, I was like, you know what, you're right. She was like, those palettes look similar. Because I had did a look and then another look another time. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. But for whatever reason, I didn't write it down like as a request. And so since we've been doing beauty battles the last couple of weeks, I said, you know what, we're going to do a beauty battle with this. And this will be our last one for 2025. Can y'all believe the next year is in like 2 days? I am just like, what? It is almost a new year. And if work is slow tomorrow night, I might be home by midnight. And I always say that, but then it doesn't happen because it's an hour drive. And it takes me, like I'll say, oh, I'll start packing up at 10:30. Next thing I know, it's like 11:15. So I'm like, okay, I know I'm not going to be home before midnight. And that is usually my goal for whatever reason, because I never make it. I always get here like after that. But it should be fun. You use 4 beauty lights, a beauty mirror, 3 laptops, and an iPad, 2 iPhones, and gaming systems. That's a lot. Hey, Normal Man. We used to have someone in here named Normal Dude. And now we have a normal man. How are you doing tonight? Yeah, so I have the ring light up here. I have a lighted mirror, a rectangular lighted mirror back there. And I have 2 table lamps on my pony wall, like one on each side. And so that's why I usually end up getting warm sitting here, because of these lights. But once this is over, all those lights go out. So, and I'm only here maybe, 2 hours? And so it just doesn't make sense to me. Oh, you're the same person, you changed your account. Okay, because I was like, so you didn't want to be a dude no more. You wanted to be a man, normal man instead of normal dude. It surprises me when I remember stuff like that, because I'd be forgetting what day of the week it is. Yeah, I changed mine too, because YouTube started showing the channel name versus the handle. And I like things to be consistent. And so I changed it to my name, which meant changing my business cards, changing it on my websites. I was just like, and I didn't think about that at first. I'm like, damn, I gotta change all that stuff. Change the email. It's like, this is just crazy. But I do like for everything to just be consistent. The way my brain works, which can be a scary place. You think you're the same, actually? So it's 4 lights across the top. And then coming down is 4, but really let's just say 2 in the middle up top and then 4 coming down. And then the buttons to turn on and off the cooler are at the bottom. And I'm looking at it now, Ansan, ANNSAN. I don't think I ever even looked at the name of this thing before. And it works well. I've had it for a while. It works really well. And when I got it, it was on sale. So I was just like, oh. Because I think it was running for like, at that time, like $80-something. Oh, I got pulled into a call. Okay, I'm surprised you was even here. Cause I know I'll text you later, because I was going to ask you how the auditions go last night. I got up and ran a couple errands, and my neighbor texted me, "Come over when you get home." So I went and visited her, and then I got back in here. What was it? Like 7:40? I haven't even eaten yet, y'all. I have not even eaten yet. What is happening? At BJ's, do any of you drink Boathouse Farms? This is face primer. I love their amazing mango because it tastes like mango and it's thick. They say it's like a smoothie thing, but it is thick like a smoothie. It's very nice. It's very smooth. And on BJ's website, you vaguely remember seeing it in a video. Yeah, probably when I was showing my collection because I stood back and took a picture. And yeah, my station is a bistro table. And I love everything is within reach and I can see everything because back in the day, even before I came here, well, moved here, when I was in the house, I had stuff on a bookcase. I had stuff in a bedroom drawer. The top drawer was all makeup stuff. And so whatever I thought I wanted to use that day, I would take it out. But then I would be sitting here trying to do a video. Hello. Oh, thank you. He loves you too. Thank you so much. And I would sit to do a video and be like, oh, I forgot this, I forgot that. And I'm just like, this is just crazy. Or I would forget, period, that I've had stuff. And then, just I like everything right in front of me. What's the time? The actual time? Here on the East Coast, thank you for the hearts. Here on the East Coast, it is maybe 8:15 p.m. I know he does. He's the reason I have what little bit of sanity I have left. Yeah, but we don't talk religion here, so that's why I'm not. But and I don't consider myself a religious person. I consider myself a spiritual person, just based off of experience that I've had. Like I do believe there's other stuff out here besides us. But thank you, Lativa. Be warned, I can be completely goof troop sometimes. And when I'm upset about something, that's not a good moment. Because there's been times too where I'm just like, But I've learned in my years of living, it's just best to be who I am authentically and not trying to live up to other people's expectations of who they think I should be. Like, how about you work on yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you so concerned about what I'm doing? What are you doing? And so it's been very freeing. Like once I decided I'm gonna just be me, good, bad, and indifferent. Because sometimes it is good, sometimes it's bad, sometimes it's like okay, whatever. But it's very freeing. Let me put this on all messages so I don't miss any. Okay, when you do your live streams, do you get this little Q&A sticker thing that pops up at the bottom? It annoys the heck out of me, like as if I don't talk the whole time anyway. So I'm like, I don't need them to be posting questions for me to say for conversation because we be talking like the whole time. You finally wore makeup that? Oh yeah. I don't know if you want me to say, but is everything okay with your skin? I'll just say that. Excuse me. And as someone that has skin issues, I can surely relate. Yo, I took the stopper out of my Fashion Fair powder. This is all that's left. I have one on standby. I think it was the last live stream. I took the stopper out because it was not shaking out. And so we do the under eye first. Hey, Grace. Excuse me for smacking. Okay, good. I'm glad. Because when you had told me that, I was like, oh, no. Because I know that feeling. Well, I'm not going to say I know exactly how you feel, but I know how it is. I can relate to skin issues. Yeah, and you disregard it. I do, too, but it annoys me when it pops up. I'm just like... And it's so general. Like, sometimes here we do have, like, serious discussions. And it'll pop up being like, what's your favorite thing to eat for lunch? And I'm just like, it is just so far off of what we talk about here. That is like, I don't need, and maybe some people do need that. Need prompts or questions to have conversation going. But we're chatty over here. I need to find a new concealer because it doesn't even look like I put any under my nose. By the time I set it with powder, it's just gone. So I do want to find this one shade. And it's because I'm 0 tan right now. Oh, did y'all see the pictures I posted on my community tab? Because in the last live, I had said if I remembered, I was going to post pictures of when I went to chocolate drop. Because I tan super easy. This is deep level 9 and deep level 10. It's getting cold. It's getting so cold where I am, it hasn't been. And I love the cold. Do you like the cold? I like the cold when I can stay in and be warm. And I will say I prefer the cold over heat because this is deep level 9 and this is deep level 10, and both of these are house labs. I prefer the cold over the heat because there's only so much you can do when it's 100 and something degrees, and not that it's over 100 here, but I mean, there's only so much you can strip down and still be socially acceptable out in public. This is deep level 9. Cold, I don't mind because I can layer up, I can get under another blanket, you know, I can do something about it. And so I would rather be cold than be warm. And I hate the feeling of sweat, I really do. But I'd rather deal with the cold than the heat. And I'm also heat sensitive. Like I'll get like heat exhaustion, you know, I'll get lightheaded, you know, stuff like that. When I was in Texas, I passed out from the heat. Like my body, no, when I was in Arizona, I passed out from the heat. When I was in the military, I was in Texas, and I was always having like heat exhaustion. My body just cannot handle it. Some people say it's because I was born in December. I don't know if that has anything to do with your tolerance to, thank you, Janet. I don't know what happened, but thank you. I don't think birth month has anything to do with how well you tolerate weather, because when you're a baby, they bundle you up all the time anyway. So I'm sure I didn't know it was cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me know what y'all think about that. But some people say, oh, because you were born in the winter, that's why you like the cold. I'm like, well, okay. Whatever you say. That's funny. So, my sister. Yeah, so do you like let me see, it's getting cold where I am. And so you do love the cold. So I don't mind it being cold outside. I don't want to be, this is deep level 10. I just don't want to be cold. But I feel like I can control like my temperature better when it's cold, because there's things I can do about it. And that's just me. But I do know some people that love the heat. And I'm just like, oh, we pulled 2 randomly. House Labs, the Size Guy. That's deep. And Pomelo Peach. So we're gonna start with Pomelo Peach, and we're gonna do like the bronzers. We're gonna put the darker one here. I mean, darker one back here, and the lighter one we're gonna come in here. So let's start with this Ice Guy. You were born in April and you hate the heat. You actually started like, yeah, and I just hate the sweat. When I was in the military in Texas, man, it was the weirdest thing because I didn't know what it was. So we're standing in formation. You're not supposed to move, right? And it felt like spiders was crawling down the backs of my legs. And so I'm trying not to move and trying not to twitch. And I'm just like, what the? And I don't like insects either. So I was like, what? Like in my mind, I'm like, okay, can I get away with like bending over or like patting the back of my legs without anybody noticing that I'm moving in formation? And it turned out, y'all, that it was sweat rolling down the back of my legs. The Army. I was in the Army. And oh my gosh, how you can just feel sweat like just rolling down the back of my legs. I'm like, this is insane. Like, what is this? I have cousins in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And we were just sitting around, just sitting and talking in the house. And I was sweating. I'm just like, I'm not even doing anything. I'm just sitting here and I was sweating. And so I asked his wife, my cousin's wife, I said, do you have the AC on? And she said, oh yeah, we keep it on 80. And she said, but we can turn it, she said, we can turn it higher. And I said, no. I said, no, don't do that. She's like, are you sure? And I said, yeah. I said, leave it how it is, because this is what y'all normally do. I said, I don't want you increasing your bills or anything for me. I said, and I'm just visiting for today. You know what I mean? If I was going to be there for like a week, I would have been like, yeah, at least let me go buy a fan or something. And so she left it the way it was because I insisted she leave it the way it was. And that's how I look at it. Like, I'm just visiting for a couple hours. And so this look crazy. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. Ugh. I hate, oh my gosh, I just hate it. And I don't use that word hate often because it is such a strong word. I'm picking two highlighters at random. Ooh, raw amber and golden pyrite, also House Labs. I hate it. I hate, ugh. So golden pyrite, I just can't stand it. And I know we're mixed gender here. I'm just gonna say it. I call bras sweat catchers. In the dead of summer, when you take one of them things off, like the whole bottom part be like a different color from the sweat. Like how for some people, like their underarms get wet or look patchy. That's how like the bottom parts of the cups look. I'd be like, and so to take one off and then it'd be rolling. That ain't a good rolling. I'm just like that. So I call them sweat catchers in the summer. Don't visit Bangkok. Thank you. I will not. This is raw amber. We're going to use the same brush. I do not. When I was looking up places to live, like inexpensive places to live, but it's, you know, a nice place to live, one country kept coming up a lot. And it was Panama. But they said, if you don't like the heat, don't go. And I'm like, I ain't going. I cannot. I'll be passed out in the street. We're going to take Luminous Light from Hourglass. Yeah, so I didn't know that either. Same brush. I'm going to start under the eye. My body will shut down. I will pass out. People are like, hey, you such a wuss. I'm like, my body cannot take it. Like, I am heat sensitive. And when I knew I was getting out of the military, I'm like, I'm moving somewhere where there's at least 3 seasons in a year because I need something other than just hot. We're going to take, I thought it was something on my face. I don't know what I thought I saw. We're going to take Dim Light and we're going to take this big brush from, where are you from? Lethal. Yeah, it just feels so gross to me. I just can't. Dim Light dims things down, and I'm using this because y'all see how this line is looking. Like after I put this on, it looks fine. The same over here. And all of their powders do this for me, not necessarily just Dim Light, but these powders, I get upset with them because they're not inclusive, but they do make some bomb-ass powders. They really do. They really do. So I hate that I love them. So now everything is blended really nice. Oh, thank you. Oh, how do I say your name? Naraya, did I say that right? I hate mispronouncing people's names. Like seriously, I do. No, I don't. I don't celebrate. Actually, the only holidays I do celebrate is Veterans Day and Memorial Day. And that happened when I looked up holidays. Like, where did it start? Why is it here? What are we doing? And looking at the history, I'm like, I don't want to celebrate that. Like, what is that? And so I stopped celebrating. But Veterans Day and Memorial Day, I rock with those. But all the other holidays, no. And most of my family doesn't either. They just get together and we have a family dinner because that's when whoever still works is usually off. Excuse me. I would have said, do you have the heat on? How you just sitting still and sweating? And my cousin, his underarms was wet. The back of his shirt down his spine was wet. And we just sitting talking. And he got up to go get something. And I'm just like, damn. We ain't even doing that. We just sitting in the living room talking. And I was just like, I was like, no. And that gave me a memory of when one of my great aunt, because she was my grandmother's sister, when she was in, I want to say South Carolina. And she had a double wide mobile home. And this was my second marriage. And he was a big dude, so he sweat anyway. He was 6'6" when I met him and 330 pounds. He did drop down to like 290, but he was a big dude. He would sweat at the drop of a hat. And we went to go visit my aunt down there. And I went to take a shower. And when I got out the shower, and I like hot showers, and so I usually sweat for like a good 20 minutes after I take a shower because I like a hot shower. But y'all, it was like so humid and so hot. I couldn't even like, I called out for hubby to bring me a robe because I'm like, I couldn't even get dressed because I was just, my whole body was so sweaty. And I'm just like, what the hell? Like, why is it so hot in here? And it wasn't that it's getting hot in here, so take off. It wasn't even that. It was just hot. And I was just like, what the heck? Like, what is happening? So I asked my aunt, I said, do you have the heat on? She's like, oh, yeah, it's on 82. And she's like, why? You want me to turn it up higher? I'm like, no. I said, what do you normally keep it on? Because, again, I'm visiting, right? So I keep that in mind. I said, what do you normally keep it on? She said, oh, we usually keep it like on 70. I said, you can put it on 70. She's like, you sure? I'm like, thank you. What the hell? She said it hate too. And she said, I did that for y'all so y'all be comfortable. I said, we're comfortable at 70. You can turn it down. Oh my God. Y'all, I be flashbacking when I be talking to y'all for real, because I be forgetting stuff. And then we start talking, or I start talking, and then I'll be having these memories. Oh my gosh, I do not like to eat. I couldn't even get dressed. I was so wet and sweaty. And I wanted to take another shower because I was just like, ugh. Y'all, I am scraping around the edges. Y'all see this little bit up in this corner? I already scraped over here. I do have another one on standby, ready to be opened and used. This is Groundwork Paint Pot. The primer I put on with the wand, that was Fenty Beauty's Amplified Eye Primer. People need to keep the AC on 70. Yup. 70 is good for me. It's good for me. Y'all, I don't think I'm going to have another use out of here because I am really... And look at the brush. The brush is like, girl, stop bending me like that. It's a little bit down in this corner and I'm trying to get it. The brush is... Yeah, this is done after this. Okay, let me just stop trying to... Because it ain't no more in there. Y'all, I be using my stuff, y'all, for real. Just making sure it's in the same place. Yeah, 69, your AC, and 70. No, wait a minute. 69 and 67 for heat. Yeah. I put mine to 65 when I go to bed. And when I get up, it will be 65 in here, depending on what it is outside. Right now, it's like 28 degrees outside, so that makes a difference too. But they need to figure that out. And if they figure it out and it is something wrong, I will take off the budget billing. And the reason I never did budget billing before is because I don't want to pay like this large electric bill when there's times my electric bill is not that high. You know what I mean? We're using... Let me start figure out what brushes to take out. So we have Esom V27s, and we're going to take out a few for Hourglass number 4s and Esom V27s. And yes, these are Esom V27s too. The newer one's black handle, angled bristles, and the older one silver handle, not angled bristles. You have to go because you got to get up early. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. It's always good to see you. So we're going to go light to dark. This is going to be very telling too, I think, because even though they look similar, I do think they're going to look different when I apply them. Thank you for the hearts. Let me move this mirror over here. And, oh, I was saying, I forgot this was a dual chrome. It ain't no shift to be seen in it. Well, vaguely. I mean, you can barely see a shift in it. Oh my God. Okay. That is pretty. This is what it looks like in the pan. Wow. Okay. This is making me rethink my plan. Oh, shoot. Oh, man. So this is our last beauty battle for this year, but I don't really think this one's going to be a battle because they're different. But wow, jeepers. Fuck. I think y'all probably can already tell, like, what palette is what palette. But I put way too much on the brush, and even though I tapped it off, I'm going like this, and it's still. I put way too much. And you know what? There's none on my face. There's a spot here from this shade, so this just like fell on my face and rolled off. My fallout was rolling. These ain't the same. This is not the same. It's not the same. So this is the second shade. I thought about, oh, let me shut up because then y'all really gonna know, but I kind of think y'all know anyway. Both of these are really pretty palettes. Bruce, really? You know we got company. Why you acting like that? Oh, he just said because he could. He's so rude. Rude. Excuse me. That blended nicely together. The way they flow into each other. Y'all, this is not going to be the same at all. Looking at these colors, I'm just going down the row. Like, I don't even care. Oh, this is pretty. That's pretty. That is pretty. I like that color. We're going to go back and forth. Well, let's take that first brush that we used for that first shade, and we're going to feather back and forth to get the blend for those two. That's pretty. Ooh. Do that thing, girl. Now what are we using? Shoot. All right. Whew, goodness. I have so much paperwork stuff I need to do, but I don't feel like it. I got a notice for jury duty. And I sent a message from my doctor asking if he can write me a note. Did I talk about this in the last live stream, Janet? Yeah, right? Yeah, these are not close at all. Because I'm thinking, like, number one, I can't sit comfortably for more than like 15 minutes. And so that's a concern. And then I take my pain med every 4 hours. My second highest rating for disability is migraines. And so what if I end up with a migraine? Like, then what? But hopefully he will write one. If not, I'll just go and just act like I'm dying. And maybe they'll be like, okay, you let her go home. Maybe. So which side is which? This is my left side where it has a partial double chin because it don't even have sense to be all over here. So, and Skinny Queen has said that. I'm like, you know what? That is true because I often forget that it's like that. But the side with the double chin and the more prominent bag, that's the left side of my face. So what side do you think is Neon Garden and what side do you think is Garden Grunge? It'll be really obvious when I get to the mattes. And you know that. But I do like both of these palettes. And it is good to know that they are not the same. Me too, but that's okay. Yeah. Thank you, y'all, for, I guess, understanding that I didn't do last night's live. Yesterday was a migraine day. And I was thinking, you know, just push it, take the med, eat, and then push through. Because I have been on here. The right side is Garden Grunge. It says KK Superstar. But then I thought, you know what? I need to, as much as I talk about self-care, I'm like, I need to take better care of myself and stop pushing myself so hard. And so I'm like, I'm not going to wait till January 1st to do that. And so that'll be one of the changes I make, especially if it's a migraine, because sitting in front of these lights do not help at all. And so, you know, I just chilled out. We're going to go back to this. What shade was that? That was this shade. We're going to go back and put a little bit more of that. Yeah, it is. I love grunge. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so these the left is Neon Garden In case it's so y'all are saying the same thing. Yeah. So it's good to know that even amongst the metallics, they're not that similar. They look like in the pan, but I forgot this one had that ship. That is so pretty though. And it flows nice in with that second shade too. I wonder if I'm going to use another Hourglass number 3 for the outer corner shade. No. I know what I was saying. I had the Amazing Mango. They had it on the website for BJ's in the app. This is very shiny. But they didn't have it in the store, which is weird. And so, and usually when they have it, I'll buy like 3. And they've been $5.99 lately. They used to be like almost $7. And so I'm like, so I always get like 3. I have a thing with 3s, with the number 3s. But they didn't have any. And I've been seeing a new flavor they have that says Golden Goodness. And so I was like, they don't look similar in pan to me either. Similar concept, I agree. The metallics, 3 of the metallics, well, 2. The reddish one, well, actually, really just 2 of them. The reddish one and the green, because the blues are different. That this has a shift, so that's not the same. Yeah, but yeah, Tanya was like, oh, that looks like the other palette. And I was like, huh. Not counting the shifts and stuff. I'm like, yeah. What color is that one? I'm gonna take this one. So I said I'll just get one and see if I like it. And it has apple, mango, and something else. But when you read the ingredients, it has other stuff like orange juice, pineapple juice, all of that. And what had me concerned is whenever I take a vitamin B supplement, I break out in hives. And if it's in food, it's fine, no problem. But looking at the ingredients, there's 6 different B vitamins in that Golden Goodness beverage. And they say it's a smoothie, but it's more like just juice because it's not thick at all. I decided today to start prioritizing sleeping. Absolutely. Yeah, because and the same with me not pushing myself too much. I'm like, I'm not going to wait till the 1st. And so yesterday I was like, yeah, I'm starting right now. Take better care of myself and don't push myself. Because y'all seen me here with migraines before, like budding migraines or being loopy from the migraine med. And I'm like, I need to really stop doing that. Take better care of my health. This is a whole lot brighter, this green. Are they in the same place? Not that it matters because it is 2 different eye looks. So our lid shades are done. I was putting the brushes in here because then this goes in the kitchen. I need to wash them all. Now for the mats. I'm gonna take these 2 brushes. And so I drank a cup of it last night. And it is good. And the guy at the register was like, oh, that one's really good. I said, but I wanted the Amazing Mango. They didn't have it. And he was like, yeah, that one. He said, this one here, he said, it's a close second. He said, well, it's not a close second. He said, but if I had to choose, that would be second compared to the other ones after Amazing Mango being the first one. But he said, if he said I would like it. And I do like it, but I'm concerned that I might break out in hives. And so I drank some yesterday. I drank a cup before sitting here today. And so if I do break out in hives, I will know what it's from. And so that's why I only bought 1, because I just told y'all when they have Amazing Mango, I get like 3. And sometimes I have those, all the time I have 8-ounce containers, and that's what freezer containers, and that's what I put like sauce in, and I put chili in, because you can't make just a little bit of chili or a little bit of sauce. And so sometimes I'll put Amazing Mango in there and put it in the freezer. And then one day I'll be like, oh, I just want a nice flavorful snack. I'll be like, oh, so then I eat it like it's an icy. It is so good. So I always get 3 because one of them always ends up being separated into containers and put in the freezer. But the flavor is good. So we'll see if I break out or not. Hopefully not. And so I don't take any multivitamin because all multivitamins have B vitamins in it. And I don't know which one I'm allergic to. And how I found out was when I was in Texas in the military, I called myself trying to be healthy, y'all. I said, I'm gonna start taking vitamin C, take some vitamin B, take some vitamin D. And, I was doing Tybo like 3 times a week. Billy Blanks, y'all, he ain't no joke. Um, he is no joke. And so then I broke out in hives. I'm like, what the hell? And I couldn't figure out. So I'm like, okay, I didn't change my clothes detergent. I didn't change anything I've been eating. I didn't change the fabric of the clothes I'm wearing. So I'm like, why am I breaking out? And it was like 2 weeks, and I'm still just like, what the hell? And we're gonna take luminous light again to clean up our fallout, because this is luminous. It will just add shine, which will camouflage the fallout. It's more on this side for some reason than the other side, even though like this shade, that first shade gave me a flake or two. And so I went to the doctor and I'm like, I cannot figure it out. He's like, well, did you change? I'm like, I didn't change anything because I've been dealing with hives since I was a kid. So in my 20s, I was good at, okay, stick with the same detergent, the same body wash, the same lotion, the same whatever. And I said, I did start taking vitamins. And he said, what are you taking? I said, well, I'm taking vitamin C, vitamin B, and D vitamin. So he said, do either one of those have a coating on it? And I'm like, no, none of them have a coating on it. And so he said, stop taking the vitamin B. And if that's what it is, in 4 to 5 days, the hives will start clearing up. I'm like, oh, okay. So I stopped taking it, and like 4 days later, the hives started going away. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm trying to be healthy, right? Just give me a Snickers and a Mountain Dew and I'm good. I was just like, yeah, so that's how I found out and it was a B vitamin complex, because some people will say, well, which one are you allergic to? I don't know. I don't know. And this one has 6. Oh, this looks messy. This one has at least 6 different B vitamins in it. So, I don't know. That is dusty. That is dusty. And I don't like how that's looking either. So yeah, I don't know. But I'm like, that's the weird thing. Avocados break me out in hives. Blueberries break me out in hives. Just give me a Snickers and a Mountain Dew. I have reactions, like negative reactions to like the weirdest things. Oh, guacamole is so good for you. It breaks me out in hives. Guacamole is avocado. And I can't eat eggs without vomiting within 20 minutes. If it's in something like bread or cake, yeah. But if you give me boiled egg, scrambled egg, quiche, French toast, no, my stomach is like, you ain't staying in here. So no, I don't eat mayonnaise because that makes me feel nauseous. I use Miracle Whip. But yeah, my system, y'all. B vitamins are at least easy enough to get in. Yeah. And so hopefully they didn't crush up B vitamins to put in that beverage. Like hopefully it's natural. But it's listed separately. Because like if you buy like a loaf of bread, it'll say such and such, and then it'll have in parentheses, by B vitamin, whatever, folic acid or whatever. But this has them listed individually. So I'm like, okay, did they put this in here? Or is this just because of the pineapple, the mango, the apple, and whatever else? You know what I mean? And so I said, I'll get one and see. And if I don't break out in hives, and they don't have amazing mango, I will get more of this one because it is good. I'm looking at this eye look. I forgot to do my earrings. I don't think we still got lower lash line to do. We're gonna use some Vango, Love of My Life. You're just gonna, hi solo driver. I'm just gonna keep it real with you. I'm gonna troll you every single day. I hope so, because I do call this the Crazy Troll Nation. So yeah, feel free to troll me. Make sure you subscribe though. If you're gonna be trolling me, make sure you subscribe. And consider joining the membership, because if you join the membership, that makes you an official troll kin if you join the membership. So these are from Hung Vango. I got the 2 boldest colors. The rest, looking on the website, there's a purple and a brown, but they look the same. And when I put both of these on, like if I put them on lower lash line, they kind of look the same. But the blue one is personal preference. The green one is one eye at a time. Eggs have to be cooked enough for me not to get sick, and I use veganese. I cannot do eggs, period. Like, just egg. My stomach will not hold it longer than 20 minutes. Ugh. Since I was a kid. One of my uncles told me, he said, when you were a baby, that's one of the first things they give you, mashed potatoes, peanut butter, eggs. He said, when I was a baby, he was like, every time y'all give her eggs, she throws up. Maybe she's allergic. And I thought it was weird that he noticed it, but like my aunts didn't, because they were the ones that was feeding me. Like, how do you not? And so he was like, yeah, I said to them, every time y'all give her eggs, she throws up. I think she might be allergic. Seriously. Or maybe they would feed me and then my mom would pick me up, and so they didn't know. But they were with him, so if he knew, they would know, right? We're going to do blue lower lash line over here too, and I'm going to do just green all on this side so y'all can see the difference. Because sometimes to me it looks the same, but I do perceive color a little off sometimes compared to how other people perceive color. Yes, ever since I was a kid, I remember, and I've always dealt with like eczema and stuff like that. I remember when, I don't know how old I was, my mom took me to the clinic, a clinic. It wasn't an appointment because I had broke out and we were like, what is this? And she was a nurse. She didn't know what it was. And I don't even remember like how old I was. But I remember the memory of when me and her were sitting outside, because that is a fond memory. And I don't have a lot of fond memories as a kid of my mom. But this I remember, but they didn't know what it was either. And so they had us sit out in the courtyard in the back because there was other kids and other families in there, and they didn't know what it was. They didn't know, like, is it measles, is it chickenpox, is she contagious? So they had us sit out back, and it was a nice courtyard. They had benches and flowers and a little fountain and all this and that. Turned out it was hives. It turned out that it was hives. But the memory is, we were sitting out there, and she used to like those little, I call them leaves, but they're not leaves. They're little jellied, they're shaped like, what are they shaped like? It's almost a U shape, but they have ridges, and so it does look like a leaf, and they would have different flavors. The multicolored pack would be a green one, a red one, an orange one, a yellow one. And so we just called them leaves, and they were dipped in sugar. Hey, Never Under Pressure, welcome back. And so we were sitting on the bench, like rubbing the jellied candies to get the sugar off, and we were like watching the ants come and take the sugar. So that was a fond memory of my mom, like us just sitting there laughing and feeding the ants. And y'all like, girl, that's one of your best memories of your mom? Yeah. Sad, I know, right? And I don't know what it was, but yeah, I remember that. And a lot of stuff I don't remember, which is indicative of childhood trauma when you meet somebody who don't have a lot of childhood memories. And I did have a therapist one time ask me, well, would you want to go, under hypnosis to have more memories? And I'm like, no, because like, what difference is it going to make now? Are you going to try the new Dior? Nope, I don't wear fragrances because of my allergies, and I have sensitive sinuses too, and asthma. I'm just a mess. Some days I'm like, how am I even living and breathing and walking around? Like, I have so many issues. But yeah, so that is indicative of childhood trauma. This is the green one. We did blue on the other side. And this is my waterline, which is also called inner rims. Some people also call it tight lining. When people say they're tight lining and they're putting shadow underneath, like how this is here, I'm like, that's not tight lining. Tight lining is on your rims. But, whatever it is, call stuff whatever you will. I am not the makeup police. So this is my top inner rim, my top waterline. Putting this color up here. And then we're going to put this down here. Yes, I don't have, and I do have other memories, but they're just like wacky stuff. Like, are you serious? Like, my Aunt Ethel, my grandfather's sister, gave me a cat one year for my birthday. And we grew up inner city, so we always knew when we had new neighbors move in, because we would either get mice or we would get roaches. So it's like, oh, we must got new neighbors. And so my cat, she would play with the mice. And I'm like, you're supposed to kill them and eat them. Hey, Haywood. No, I have not tried Juvia's Place, and I do have a story about that. So this is the green, this is the blue. So right now they do look different, but to me sometimes they look the same. Yeah, so she would be sitting, the cat would be sitting on the floor, pawing back and forth the mouse and chasing it and pawing. I'm like, you're supposed to kill it and eat it, not play with it. But eons ago, talking about Juvia's Place, they had a sale at Ulta. Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes half off. So I'm like, oh, okay. So I bought like 6 palettes. I get them, they deliver them, I open them up, on the back it says pressed pigments. And I'm like, wait a minute. My eyelids don't tolerate pressed pigments. And my face doesn't tolerate natural hair brushes. When I say I got issues, y'all, I do. What are we going to put lower lash? This is not even the same. So I looked back on the Ulta website to see, like, did I overlook it? And it does say, hey, Tanya, Team Green Eye. These are the 2 palettes you said that look the same. Neon Garden and Garden Grunge. They don't look the same, girl. They don't look the same. And so I looked on the website, like, did I overlook it? Like, did it say pressed pigment somewhere and I didn't see it? It did not say anything about pressed pigment. And I was pissed. I wasn't really pissed because they were half off. So they were like 5 something a piece. I bought 6. That's like, what, $30 or $35 or whatever. And so I did a giveaway and gave away all of them as a prize. Because the price was so low. I'm like, it's not worth me being upset. And it's not even worth my gas to go back over to Ulta. But they delivered it. I had to deliver it. But I'm like, it's not even worth it for me to go through all of that. So I did a giveaway and gave them all away. But I just was like, that should have been on the website somewhere. But it was not. And so I don't use Juvia's Place. It's nice they are different enough to create those looks. Yeah, I remember you saying they look the same. You were like, oh, those palettes look the same. And so that's what prompted me to do this beauty battle, which ain't even a battle because they look different. But yeah, I remembered you had said that. And I'm like, oh, okay, we'll just put that in. And I know it wasn't a request, but just you saying that was in the back of my mind when I was scheduling beauty battles. And I'm like, you know what? Let me put this in there. The colors in the pen. Yeah, the metallics do look similar. This one I forgot has a shift. So you see that's pink, but look, it's blue. I forgot that one had a shift. But yeah, these are nothing alike. And the only matte that may be similar, well, they're really not. Because the Garden Grunge one, what color am I using? The Garden Grunge one is more rustic. And the one in Neon Garden is neon. But you like the blue green wing. I guess you're talking about this one. These are not the same like that at all. Even the metallics are not the same. But yeah, in the pen it looked like they would be a little closer, but they're not. Upper lash line. I'm thinking to do a red. I was talking about you, Kay, in the live the other day when I was using this palette, because I was talking about things that people say that they bought, or was I not? Yeah, I was. I was talking about the Esom bundle, and saying that somebody had purchased it and liked it, and then when I showed this, I'm like, oh yeah, Kay, you asked me like, who was this, and then she purchased it and liked it. Because I feel bad when it hasn't really happened yet that somebody has purchased something based on what I like and they really liked it. And so, but when somebody likes something that they get because they saw it here, I feel good about that. And so I know one day though, somebody's gonna be like, yeah, you love that and I couldn't stand it. And I'm like, sorry. So I'm thinking to put this red, this is, I don't know what I'm saying. This duo is Acid Attitude. We're going to use this up here. I could do this one because this is a red. We're going to do this one. This duo is Neon Nights. Oh, which fits because one of these palettes is Neon Garden. So we're going to do this red one. Trust me, I keep thinking it's brown, but it ain't. It ain't. Got water in here. Let me take out a lethal brush. which has stained. I'm like, how do you have an eyeliner brush that stains when you use it with the same brand's water activated eyeliners? This is a lethal brush. These are lethal liners. Why'd you do that? We all like different things, and that's okay. Everything ain't for everybody. Nope to the blue eyeliner. Oh, well, you know I love bold eyeliner. Yeah, you do know that, Tanya. So we're using, actually, this is Retro Rave. I was looking at it backwards. This is Retro Rave, this duo. We're going to use this brown one that's really red. So, see that? As soon as you put the water in it, it changes to a whole nother color. Did y'all hear that creaking? I live on the top floor, so there's attic space up there. And when it's windy outside, and if I think this is too wet, I'll tap it on the palette that I had my primer and foundation on, just to tap some off. When I had a house guest, I mentioned this in the previous live, he was like, is somebody upstairs? I said, I live on the top floor. And he was looking up there like, I said, yeah, when it's windy outside, because air gets trapped up there, and so it's just moving around. He was like, you sure nobody up there? I said, this looked like an attic crawl space. Like, it ain't even room for anybody to live up there. He just kept looking. When it's really windy, it sounds like the roof is going to peel off. And I just be like, okay, let me get Toto, because we about to go to the land of Oz or somewhere. Putting the brush back in the water. Putting it back in the liner. I love bold eyeliner colors. My least favorites are black and brown, and maybe because they're just so typical. And y'all see the black one ain't in here. If this was a tin pan, it would be. Oh, thank you, Hugo. I don't think I've ever heard that. That my lives are peaceful. And maybe it's a me thing, because sometimes I think I'm obnoxious, like for real. And sometimes I actually am. If you want to watch somebody that is peaceful for real, Lock Maiden. I don't know if she's in here in the chat right now, but she is very soothing. Hi, Super excuse me, I'm so sorry. Super Lil, how are you? Thank you, Janet, for whatever happened. Yeah, Lock Maiden, she's definitely like calming and soothing. And when I watch her, I realize how obnoxious I think I am compared to her. But then it's not, a comparison thing. But she's like super soothing. She's like Hung Vango. Like when I watch his videos, usually I fall asleep. Seriously. And so he gets sometimes up to 4 views out of me. And his videos are not longer than 35 minutes. And sometimes they're like 20 something. I'll fall asleep. So then when I wake up, I'll start where I left off. This side is somewhat straight. This has that swoosh. We're doing Nike commercials here. And so I'll start where I left off. And then I'll doze off again. Like he is just so soothing. Let me know if y'all hear that creaking up there. It is loud. I don't like how that's looking, but you know what? It is what it is. We're going to leave it like that. And so then I'll start where I left off, and then I'll fall asleep again. So then, like the 4th time, I'm like, okay, let me wait till I'm up and alert, and then I'll just start over from the beginning. So he gets quite a few views out of me because I'll be falling asleep. And I had commented that under one of his videos. And somebody put, I thought I was the only one. And then somebody else put, I thought it was only me. So it was like 5 comments under my comment. People like, me too. And I'm like, damn. Like, okay. Yeah, he is so soothing. His lisp gets me. IDK, your conversational speech is soothing to me. I'm glad you are. I'm glad it is. Thank you. I do appreciate that. You're switching teams. Team Blue Eye. You can be on both teams, Tanya. It's okay. We're only going to put on one mascara today. We're just going to put on this one. actually, we're going to put on, actually, we're just going to put on this one. I do like the Max Stack mascaras. This is their elevated, but I'm not sure about this wand. Like it's something about it where it feels almost, excuse me, it feels almost scratchy in my lashes. And I know that doesn't make sense because how does your lashes feel scratchy? And I don't know if I don't know. It's just how it feels. I don't like how the wand feels. I like the mascara. I like how it makes my lashes look. But this wand is just stiff, I'll say. I don't know what to say. And so I'm using it because I honestly want to throw it away. And I think it came free with something. Because I don't remember buying it. Because if I'm going to buy a MAC mascara, because I don't like them, I'll just get the full size. So I think it was free gift for purchase, or I got to choose a gift or something. Yeah, it's too stiff. That's what it is. The bristles are stiff. I prefer natural bristle brush than plastic. I think they give more volume. But I don't like this wand. And I don't want to waste it. So I am glad it is a little one, however it came to be here, but I know I didn't buy it. Do y'all hear that creaking? That is creepy. Did y'all hear that? I guess not. Nobody's saying anything. It is creepy. Now that I think about it. Yeah, the house guest. Yeah, he was like, you sure nobody up there? I'm like, no, nobody lives up there. And maintenance don't work at night, so I sometimes keep the wand and use the mascara formula. Like, hey, Donna. Pick up free brushes from Sephora. Like regular brushes? You talking about? And what's crazy, y'all? These are the disposables I use. Of course, I have a bunch for my kit. These are sponge tip applicators, and these are mascara wands. All of these are mascara wands. Lipstick applicators. These are mascara wands. I could easily just use one of these. I just make my life so difficult. I'm sitting here like, I don't like the wand, and I'm still using it. Talking about throwing it away. Girl, I don't be making any sense. And so it's like, why did I put those there if I'm not going to use them? We're going to use one right now. All right, let me sit that there. So, hey, John, how are you? Hey, you're new here. Welcome. And I look like a chill person. I am about the makeup when I'm here. I have a lot of brushes. And actually, the live stream that I did not do last night, thank you for the hearts, was about brushes. And we moved it to Friday, I believe. And the whole live is going to be about brushes, different types of brushes, what you're going to use them for. When I like a brush, I get more. So I have like duplicates, triplicates, eightplicates, some brushes. Like this brush, I think I have 8 of this one. And then they did the new ones, the angled ones. I think I have like 4 of those because I love an angled brush for eyeliner. Yeah, I got a lot of brushes. But how do you get one free? Pick up free brushes from Sephora. So you just like pick it up when nobody's looking and just leave? Like, how do you get the free brushes? It's taking me more to coat through the lashes, and that's why I'm wiggling. Where the wand that came with it, it automatically coats the lashes, and in between the lashes, it feels like this one I'm having to wiggle it. And also, this one is more dense, which is why. So if you look at them, and you look at how they're shaped and how the spacing is, this one coats individual better than this one. So I'm guessing this one is for lengthening, and I'm guessing this one is for volumizing. That's what I'm guessing. Yeah, this one isn't. I mean, it feels better, but it's not coating better without me having to wiggle it and twirl it and all of that stuff. Which usually with makeup, not makeup, usually with eyeliner. What are you talking about? Usually with mascara wands, I do twist it as I go up through my lashes anyway. So that's not anything new. So it's not a problem, but yeah, so maybe I will keep this mascara. This definitely volumized, but I've had clients tell me, oh, you don't have to bother with the bottom lashes. I don't have any. And because I'm in their face, I'm like, yeah, you do. And I'll put mascara on the bottom. They're like, wow, where'd they come from? I'm like, they was always there. And it's usually people that have lighter hair because they just don't see it. They're like, oh, I don't have lashes on my bottom. I'm like, yeah, you do. I said, watch. I put mascara on, and they be like, oh, thank you. Like, you're welcome. Yeah, both have a purpose. Yeah, you're more for the volume. So it's tiny. And so we just got the lip to do, y'all. We'll be done. We are quick today, which is good. My live's been almost 2 hours. We ain't gonna talk about Superstar. Woo! Superstar. Her lives are chill too. Until it gets after like 2 a.m. because y'all be off the chain. I'll be like, ooh, this is adult stuff over here. And I love it because it's just go wherever the conversation go. I love it. I love it when people are just who they are. You know what I'm saying? And because some people they switch up. And one of the biggest compliments I've had was when I met Lynette. And of course we took pictures for the gram. Hey Alex. Oh, visiting Granddad. How is he doing? A lip. I want to put this on the lip, y'all, because I'm still trying to decide if I like it or not. And I don't think it goes with this eye. And so I'm probably going to tap something over it. Because I'm just on the fence with this color. It's like I liked it, and then like after using it a few times, I'm just like, I don't like it. This is Coral Sunset from Sephora. Excuse me, the Sephora brand. And it's described as a matte orange brown. We got him out of bed and into our car on Sunday and went on. Oh, that was, excuse me, that was really sweet. That color looks good in the tube. Let me get the glare off of it. The other two from Sephora, because I decluttered a lot. These are the other two that I have that I kept. This one is Always Red, and this one is Red Desert. I do like these two. Get the glares off. That's what those look like. But this one, and I forget why I got it. I think I got it to do an ombre lip, but then I decided, like, thank you. Hey, Dawn. So we're going to put this on. I forgot what I was talking about. What am I talking about, y'all? It's just something. I do think it's pretty. I just don't like it for me. And I don't like the waist stuff. It's a nice color, but you're right. You have to blend it with another color. Oh, hey. Trying to get your name. I don't want to mispronounce your name. Because I started to say Michaela. I mean, that's not Michaela. Yeah, it's something about it. Thank you for being here. And maybe it's just one of them colors that just don't go with my complexion and undertone. Like, it's just, and I do think it's pretty. Oh, Mecca. Oh, or Mika. Because I do know a Mika, but hers is 2 E's. Hey, Glenna. Need a lipstick with a blue undertone. I do have those. I got a lot of lipsticks. What I was disappointed by with the love of my life. This is this darkest lip liner. Come on, babe. Come on. Come on. Might look better if you had a gold look on the eye. I don't like this lipstick with any look on the eye. I mean, yeah, I hear what you're saying. It might look better, the overall look. And I'm looking like I know it don't go with the eye look. But I wanted to use it because I'm trying to decide whether or not to keep it. And the last few times I've used it, I'm just like, when I put a brown liner on, I liked it, but I don't want to have to do that to get to like it. You think it's look great on me? Thank you, Dawn. I do think it's a pretty color. I'm just not feeling it for me. And that's the thing. It's like, okay, if I think it's pretty, keep it. But hey, borderline breezy, how you doing? Or one of those no makeup looks. Do I ever do a no makeup look, Tanya? Do I ever? My no makeup look is when I do actually wear zero makeup. That's my no makeup look. See, I like it a little bit better already, even though, like, I'm disappointed this is his darkest lip liner. Like, dude, like, you've been doing makeup how many years? And so, just saying, I don't care for that shade on me. This is the one I love, Chili Matte, but I don't use it much. Hey, Quinn. How you doing tonight? I'm using, one eye is Neon Garden, the other eye is Garden Grunge. Both are from Spellcast Beauty, which is the sister brand on the Notoriously Morbid website. And I do have a 15% off code down below. You should try Maroon. Well, I'm not going to do that today. If you were ever to go there, go where? You missed me. I don't remember you even being here before. Have you been here before? I do try to remember people's names when they come in. I don't know if it's the weather, but my poor lips have been so dry. I use a lip mask every night too. I'm doing okay. Base face and the lippy. But even the base face with the lippy is still colorful. Like, this isn't like, I mean, you can tell I got color on my face. To me, no makeup look is like, are they wearing makeup? Are they not wearing makeup? Hey, Henley. Thank you. I'm your queen. Uh-oh. That's scary. Okay. y'all are funny though. Y'all are cool. This is one of the things that I love is when new people come in and they're just so pleasant. Because every now and then, I do call this the Crazy Troll Nation. Every now and then we get a not so good troll and they get booted, they get kicked out. But I like it when y'all are just so cool. So I like it better with the liner, but I don't want to have to wear a liner to like it. You know what I mean? But then is that like the worst? That's first world problems. You know what I mean? Some people wish they had a lipstick and don't. And I'm over here tripping over not liking how this looks on me. But I do like it with a lip liner. I'm tripping. So anybody else have guesses which eye is Neon Garden and which side is Grunge Life? So far, Tanya and KK, they both agree that this is Neon Garden and this one is Grunge Life. Hey, Skinny Queen, we're about done. We did another beauty battle that's not a beauty battle. One side is Neon Garden, one side is Garden Grunge. And so what side do the rest of y'all say that this is? Like, what side is what? I do like both the looks. This almost reminds me of Circle Loco because it is yellowish green shade and because it is shade. Actually, let me show, where is it? Excuse me? Where's my Circle Loco palette? Oh, you know what? It's in my kit. I sprayed it and put it in my kit. Damn it. Y'all see me about to flip out. That's one of my favorite palettes. I've done at least 30 looks for Circle Loco. So where do y'all say is what? You don't drink enough water at all, Alex, but adding to Gatorade strawberry only for the electrolytes has helped. The hat is because when you don't have much hair and it's cold outside, my head be cold. And they do say most of your heat escapes through your head. But yeah, when you have short hair like this, my head be cold. So the hat is just for warmth. The other day I went out and I didn't have a hat on. It was windy. It was the kind of wind where, like, I have an SUV and my SUV was moving. That's how windy it was. When I was driving, it was just like, I was like, oh shit. I did have a Gatorade yesterday. They had the Frost ones at Aldi, and usually they're sold out. And for an 8-pack, it's like $7 and some change. And so when they have them, I always get 2, even though I have a thing for 3s, but I can't carry 3 at one time. But so that's that. So any other guesses? Which side is what? Garden Grunge, or Neon Garden? I'm sitting there thinking like I can't just look down and read the name of it that's on it. So any other guesses? Detroit in the house. Hey, Nicole. Tanya from Detroit, too. I hated Gatorade for over 20 years, but I broke down and had one. The strawberry was good. I like the Frost ones. They look like they're white, and I think it's like a cherry flavor or something. It says the side with the green is Garden Grunge, and the other side is the neon. Wait a minute. The side with the green is Garden Grunge, and the other side is, what's the name of these palettes? Garden Grunge. Wait a minute, because they both have garden in the title. One is Neon Garden and the other one is Garden Grunge. I never really got the taste of Gatorade. So let me back up. So the side with the green is Garden and the other side is Grunge. Okay. It's freezing here. I really feel like it might be 16 outside by here now, and it was like 28 when I came back in. Neon Garden is the one without the green. Neon Garden, this side. So it's Alexandria. All right, so we got a couple for Neon Garden and a couple for Grunge Garden. Garden Grunge. And I only bought it because it had grunge in the title. Like, for real. So I just love grunge. I'm like, why they do that to me? But anyway, so, all right, y'all, here we go. West side. So this side is Neon Garden. Bruce. For real. Excuse me, y'all. Which means excuse me. All I had today was water, and I had 8 ounces of that golden goodness like 2 minutes before the live stream. So it's like, what is all of this that Bruce is doing in here? I ain't even eat food yet today. Like, and I didn't even finish my first 40 ounces of water today. So like, what's happening? So this is Neon Garden. This is Neon Garden, which means, Robin, you're new to the channel. Thank you. And thank you, y'all, for the thumbs up. So that means this side is Garden Grunge. I do like both the looks. And looking at them, it looks like these two may be similar. These two corner shades. It looks like the blues may be similar. It looks like the greens may be similar. They ain't similar at all. They are not. This is this shade. So right now it looks blue, but then when you turn, it looks pink. That's this one. And I keep forgetting they complement each other. And so not much of a battle. Y'all want to see a battle. What did I use? What was that I used, Tanya? It was Xenon and Makeup by Mario, Ethereal Eyes Moonlight. That one, those looks were identical. I did that last week. Yeah, so this is, I do like both the looks. What surprised me is how bright this green and blue are, considering it's grungy, because it does look like they would be a little, what is this green is like? This is the shade, that's that shade. It reminds me of Grin from Natasha Denona. But these are the looks. And I do like how all the shades do just like flow into each other on both sides. But yeah, so this is what we did. Baby, you got a wife. Hey, Faye, how are you? Thank you. Make sure y'all new people, make sure y'all subscribe. I appreciate y'all being here, and consider joining membership. If you click join, it won't join you. It'll show you the perks. And then if you like the perks, then you go ahead and join. But yeah, check them out. So this is what we got, y'all. It was fun. One of our shorter lives. So that is going to be it, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you to the replay crew when you see this. Thank you for those who circle back to leave comments after it converts to a video. I appreciate all of y'all. And it was so nice seeing so many new people tonight. And thank everybody for being here. Our next live will be, I think I moved it to the second, and it's going to be all about makeup brushes, the different types of brushes, what they can be used for. But then, you use whatever you want, wherever you want. And so we're going to talk about all of that in the live stream. Aside from that, do I have a video going up tomorrow? I think so. I'm not sure. But anyway, subscribe, click your notification bell. Hey, Robin. Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. I got a lot of brushes. So I do think it'll be interesting because you'll see different brushes you can use to place your shadow, different brushes you can use to blend your shadow, different brushes you can use, for blush, for bronze, or for contour, because it's just whatever you like a brush for, that's what you use it for. So it's not a right or wrong way to use a brush. Don't know how many of y'all like Doechii, but she just put out a new song with SZA, and I don't even listen much to modern music. Give me that old school hip hop any day of the week, man. Like for real, for real. Girl Get Up is the title. I'm guessing of the album. But we're going to go, y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for the gifts that y'all sent me, some of you that are in here right now. And I appreciate your time. I appreciate the chat for sure. Make sure you do come back. Make sure you subscribe, put your notifications on. You're welcome, Robin, so that you will hopefully be notified when I am here on live. Because sometimes YouTube be notified and sometimes they don't. But we will be here, and thank you. And as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Throat Nation way. I do not like this lipstick color. I'm looking at it like, that ain't it. We're going to go self-acceptance, self-love. That's the Crazy Throat Nation way. Thank you so much, y'all. And you'll see me soon. Bye. I be tripping.